Regarding to the lesson, when we already took the induction from the teacher, we had certain books, and these books were the ones that the United States Army used when they were in the Second World War. So this book was for a specific purpose to teach the students how to use those expressions, those words, those sentences, in order to them to make them understand to the other people. So it was really good because you need to be a facilitator during the class, because the students have the books, and the books starts with an interview with two officers. So from that interview appear certain expressions, certain words that people need to use. You start from there. Then it gives you a listening part where the students are able to listen that conversation. And during that conversation start to appear expressions, sentences, vocabulary that people need to use. After that, when you finish that, you have some exercises for vocabulary to put into the workbook of that book. It is important to say that the expressions that you are using for like exercises like filling in the gap or try to match certain words with some words are the same words that people use in the conversation part. So in each lesson, you teach certain kind of vocabulary, certain grammar, certain expressions, certain sentences about that. The students need to be really aware of what they are doing, because there are a lot of reading too. The reading part is very important there because they are learning a pronunciation too. You as a teacher have to first read all the reading, and after that the students have to read it too. Then the strategies that teachers use is up to you. You can group the students for them to make a summary of the reading. You can group for students for the listening task, and then at the end of the lesson you have a writing part where the students have to write with what they understood about the lessons. And later there are some evaluation process where you evaluate what the students learned based on what the lesson was about. So in one lesson you can take around 1 week, because you can have that week for teaching them that lesson. The response of the students was good, because all of them had the chance to practice the language, to know some expressions, and they like it the most because it was the subject that they are interested in. So the language is the language that they use is for the specific purpose of the army people. It's inside of the army. I didn't have the experience to work with that, but as I told you, we received the induction, and when the lesson came through, it was nice. The students were very good at receiving that kind of things that they are relating to.
Okay. Finally, in your opinion, what is the role of teacher in English for a specific purpose?
The role of the teacher is that you first need to know about the subject. You need to know the core of the subject. You need to study, because there are some expressions, some vocabulary, especially the vocabulary that you don't usually use in a normal daily life, right? So you have to show your students that you learn it before them. And in my case, there were students who knew a lot of English, but they didn't know how to use those expressions. So you have to prepare beforehand to do those lessons. But it's a very good very good. It was a very good experience for me to work like that because I learned a lot from my students and they learned a lot from me too.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.